Hey, how's it going? It's me, Chris Winger. Today I thought I'd take you on a little Halloween picnic while I talk about good movies for Halloween. We all have those movies that we like to rewatch every year, or maybe every other year, especially around Halloween and Christmas. Hearing a certain song, or feeling the smell of pumpkins and dead leaves, or Christmas trees and gingerbread really takes you back. And rewatching your favorite holiday themed movies can do that too. There. So I packed some coffee and a sandwich. And my favorite sandwich to make at home is usually one with mozzarella and tomatoes and basil. And then you put some black pepper and some olive oil on it. That's delicious. But I thought it might get a little bit messy out here, so I just made one with cheese and salami. Simple, but everything is delicious when you're outdoors. Mosquito. Now, of course, some of my favorite Halloween movies are the same as yours probably, like Hocus Pocus and A Nightmare Before Christmas. And those movies are great, but I thought I'd talk more about the ones that I usually watch that you might not have seen. Nothing super obscure or anything, you've probably heard of most of them, like Sleepy Hollow for example. A lot of you probably watch this around Halloween as well, but I wanted to mention it anyway because it's just such a great Halloween movie. It's perfect for Halloween. Tim Burton is known for making movies that are visually stunning, style over substance some would say, but I think it takes a lot of talent to captivate an audience and tell a story with imagery the way that he does. And Sleepy Hollow is no exception. In fact, this movie is absolutely beautiful. It brings to mind those classic Gothic horror movies from Hammer films, those old Dracula and Frankenstein movies. Christopher Lee even makes an appearance. I bet Tim Burton is a Hammer fan. Hammer fan, that sounds like a bad idea. That's a tool that nobody should invent. Now, I'm a sucker for that Gothic stuff, and this movie delivers. But you've all probably seen it, and if not, make sure to give it a watch this October. Trick or Treat seems like an obvious pick for Halloween, but it feels like this movie kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people. It's not up there with the classics that everyone know about, but it has a cult following, and if you're looking to get into the spirit of Halloween, this movie is perfect. It's got it all. Jack-o'-lanterns, trick-or-treating, poison candy bars, murderers, vampires, werewolves, mentally challenged ghost children, and Sam. Such a great mascot for Halloween. Sam as in Samhain, the original Halloween. Actually, I think it's pronounced Samhain. Some languages don't like to spell words the way they're pronounced, like French for example. If the French pronounced every word the way that it was spelled, it would be a completely different sounding language. You guys ever notice how good coffee smells when you're outdoors? Hot chocolate is great too, but I'm having coffee today. Did you guys ever watch a movie called Ginger Snaps? I found it in a secondhand store somewhere around Halloween back in 2017, and it's become a Halloween favorite of mine. Now, if you're gonna put a mutilated dog in the opening scene of your movie, you better make up for it. You better be good.
movie, and it is good. In fact, this like 4 or 5 dogs die in this movie, and I still like it. Good job, movie. I still had to give my dog like 100 kisses after watching this, though. He doesn't really like it when I kiss him. He's just being polite. This movie came out in the year 2000, but if you're a fan of edgy 90s stuff, this movie is going to be right up your alley. The Fitzgerald sisters are so cool. They're so cool that they smoke in gym class, and Bridget has a pen that's shaped like a bone. They're just 2 edgy teenagers having fun, talking about killing themselves and stuff, until one day, Ginger, the sister that doesn't have a bone-shaped pen, starts turning into a werewolf. A teenager turning into a werewolf is a pretty obvious metaphor for puberty. Ginger even gets her first period right before she gets bitten.
I just got the curse. Ew.
Do you have to get bitten by a werewolf in order to turn, or is it enough if they just scratch you? What if you touched eyeballs with a werewolf? Have you ever tried to touch eyeballs with someone? This movie is not just about how your body changes when you go through puberty. It's also about losing your friend to puberty. They're changing into someone else while you're still feeling like a little kid. It also does a good job of showing you how uncomfortable puberty, aka turning into a werewolf, can be. It's a good reminder of how lucky I am as a man, not having to get cramps while bleeding through my genitals.
I brought a little treat too. I thought about bringing a cinnamon roll, because that's very Swedish, but you guys already know about those, so I brought my personal favorite, which is also very Swedish, dammsugare, or punschrulle. When I say dammsugare, it means vacuum cleaner. On the outside, here is marzipan dipped in chocolate, and the inside is this sort of cookie, doughy, chocolatey thing with arak in it, which gives it its special flavor. Really good. I love sweets, but you gotta watch out. Like that time I went to a cake party.
Paranorman is a great movie to watch for Halloween. I bet a lot of you are familiar with Coraline, and this is from the same studio. Coraline is a fantastic movie that I really love, and it's great for Halloween as well, but Paranorman has a witch, zombies, and ghosts, and it's set during fall, so it really gets you in the mood. It's also really funny and clever. The villains are never really quite what you expect, and it has a lot of stuff that you don't normally see in kids' movies. It's a good gateway horror movie for kids, and it looks great too. It has a really goofy, exaggerated, cartoony look, and it's all stop motion. Imagine all the work that goes into making a movie like this. Shinkula stop motion animators. It's always fun to watch something new for Halloween, and I keep discovering movies that I'll most likely rewatch during Halloween's yet to come. I've been wanting to watch The Crow with Brandon Lee for a long time, but I've never gotten around to it. But then, a little while ago, my friend over in America, Laura Jean Mason, wrote to me and said that The Crow is a great movie for Halloween. And she was right. Thanks, Laura. I hope I'll see your book in the bookstore next to King and Kunz in the near future. This movie is very 90s cool. If you're into badass 90s goth stuff, you're gonna love this. I love the way this movie looks. Everything looks very stylized and it's got this comic book feel to it. It's a perfect mix of gothic horror and action. Brandon Lee is an undead badass. When he's not exacting revenge on the people that murdered him and his wife, he's playing the electric guitar on a rooftop. Now, the villain in this movie is pretty badass too. Look at that perfect, sexy 90s vampire hair. And then we got his witch half-sister and also lover. I don't know about that, but she has a new hairdo in every scene. I know her. I've seen her before, in my dreams. Her name is Goth Girlfriend. This is the kind of movie that makes me think that maybe I should play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, even though I'd probably never finish it. Makes me wish I was a little bit more cool and goth like Brandon Lee in this movie. But I'm sorry, ladies. That's probably not happening anytime soon. I'm probably the least edgy horror movie guy I know. I like to make scones, and my favorite movie of all time is Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey.
Peter.
Oh my god, just hearing that music makes me tear up. Another movie that I decided to watch this year was The Curse of Bridge Hollow. It's caught my eye a few times while I've been looking for something to watch on Netflix, and it looks like my kind of movie, but it's got some pretty bad reviews, and my gut feeling was that this movie is probably not great. But this year, I gave it a watch anyway, and I'm glad I did. I think I liked it more because I went in with such low expectations. The writing is pretty lousy and the comedy almost never works, but you know what? I had a lot of fun with this movie despite all that. It's about Halloween decorations coming to life and invading a small town. This movie feels like something kinda dumb but fun and sweet that you'd see on Disney Channel during Halloween back in the day. If you just take it for what it is, I think you'll like it too. And the special effects were surprisingly good, actually. It's fun to talk crap about bad movies sometimes, but maybe we're a little bit too hard on them. If you're having fun watching a movie in spite of its flaws, then it's not a terrible movie.
What is the deal with movie reviews? Or wait, that's not how we talk. No, I didn't get it right. I didn't get the voice right. Those were all the movies that I wanted to talk about today, but I'm sure I'll have more Halloween classics to talk about next year. And we got some new fan art too. We got this amazing work of art by my fan over in Scotland. Him and his wife, they're my number one fans in Scotland, and he made this beautiful picture of me. Obviously it's me because he's wearing a flannel shirt and he has a Swedish flag. So, and if it's a bit rough around the edges, that's because it's only a concept. It says so, concept, fan art concept. He also did the poster for the Chris Winger movie using only emojis and depression. So we'll see when that comes out. And we got some more fan art, and don't show this to my mom, because if my mom saw that people are drawing romantic pictures of me like this on the internet, she wouldn't allow me back on the internet maybe. But no, I'm just kidding. My mom is really nice. Yeah, this looks like, I wish I was this handsome. I'm not really this handsome like in this fan art here, but it looks kind of like I'm in one of those romantic Japanese comic books, and I'm too cool to have a girlfriend. I only want to hang out with my dog, Alfred. It's kind of like me in real life, but except I'm not that cool and handsome. But yeah, this is by Raven. Thank you, Raven. This is amazing. I love it. I love all the fan art you guys are sending me. It's incredible. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just gonna sit here now and Enjoy the view. How about those trees?